I might catch heat for this. I might get canceled for this. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so nice that we have like proof that Honkai, like we've always known this. We got Star Rail, right? And that's part of the Honkai series. But like now this is undeniable proof of like Honkai is loved. You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like all these other games were getting updates and like looking so like, you know, you could see the budget was there. And bro, it would break my heart. I'm just being honest. Like it would break my heart when I would see people be like, oh, but like, if the game is so good, how come it doesn't have the production budget then? And dude, the only thing I could say is we have animated shorts. You know what I mean? Like, but our gameplay is so good. If you just give it a chance, like it's good. Like I promise you. Like, well, it doesn't. And it's like they're not wrong. Like it does look a lot more dated compared to, that's because the game came out a while ago. You know what I mean? But you could see like we were slowly getting updates, but now, bro, this is undeniable. People can no longer use that against us. They can no longer say like we don't get like, you know, huge updates. Like, no, now we do. You know? Like Honkai is like, that's why he said Honkai's invincible today. He was probably cooking up with the team part 2 since then. And he was like, they don't know. They don't know how much money we're putting into this. Like, they don't know. We haven't abandoned this. We're not like, you know, like, no, we're bringing this game up with the rest. And that makes me happy. Honkai was trending the other day with people doom posting about it. Dude, but that makes so much sense though. That makes so much sense. You gotta think, man, like this ain't just a cute little update. They're updating, like, look at the budget on this. This isn't like a little thing. This is like they're revamping it. You know what I mean? They're trying to add more to it. And you have to understand whether you agree with it or you don't. And I don't, right? I'm not doom posting. I'm in love with this. If anything, I'm probably even more excited about this than what we've gotten before. Not story-wise, because story-wise, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think Kiana's ever gonna get topped for me, but that's because like I personally relate to her story, right? So like that aside, it makes all the sense in the world that when something new to this level comes up, a lot of people don't like new. Some people just want the same old coffee shop and their Starbucks that they go to on the corner of their street every single day without checking out the new coffee shop that's way better 5 blocks down the road. You know what I mean with that analogy? Like and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like we all got our preferences. Part 2 is going to be good for some people. Part 2 is not going to be good for other people. All we can do is respect that and understand people got the rights to their opinion. You know what I mean? As long as we're not being toxic. No, if you being toxic about that, you can go kick rocks. All right. That's you're not a part of the Honkai Impact community or represent or actually care about Honkai if you're going to be toxic about it. And toxic means you're planning to like do anything to anyone or you're trying to harass another individual because they have a different opinion. That's what I mean by toxicity. Not saying you don't like it. That's normal. You can say you don't like it, bro. That's understandable. There were characters that came out I wasn't the biggest fan of. Mobius. You know, I loved Alicia's gameplay, right? Like we all got preferences. That's cool, man. That's cool. As long as we just share our preferences and we keep it classy. It's the toxicity and the harassment where I'm like, okay, you're not part of Honkai because the whole message of part 1 was moving forward. The final cinematic and cutscene is graduation, da capo. You know what I mean? Like, we'll talk about that when we see the rest, but like, that's an important discussion we got to have as a community. But like, don't hate on people that don't like part 2. And for the part 1 people that don't like part 2, don't hate on the part 2 people that are enjoying part 2. You know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? Like different cups of coffee for different people. Not everyone likes vanilla lattes. Some people like caramel lattes more. I think that's stupid, but like, I respect it, bro. I'm still gonna cheers you so we can keep loving what we love. That's cool. Yeah, moving on to the future is a big part of Honkai Impact 3's story. And Honkai as a game has never stayed the same. I mean, if you think about it, we went from ground combat to aerial combat from 4.0 to 5.0, right? Kiana came in and was like, wait a minute, now we're attacking in the air and going back to the ground, right? Like, Honkai has never been a game about staying the same. It has always been about change. And with that, some people don't stick with it and new people come in. And that's life, brother, right? And that's okay. That's okay. As long as we're not toxic about it. In which case, those people can kick rocks. That is not representative of the actual Honkai community. Yeah, it's a psychological thing. People don't like changes. Changes are scary. They want to stay in their comfort zone. 100%. Why go for the $500,000 salary job, but you don't know if that job will be sustainable for the next year versus the 50K job that is guaranteed to be 50K every year for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Like, it's some people don't want to make that risk. Other people do. And that's understandable. Yeah, Honkai minigames are different each patch. Like, they've always done new. Experimenting is the bread and butter of Honkai, for better or worse, right?